Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Jacob Jordan, and today we're going to be going over the 2025 to 2026 Premier League prediction videos. I'm going to be covering categories like the title winners, dark horses, the signing of the summer, first manager gets sacked, young player of the season. All of these categories we will cover in this video. It's not going to be a super long video. I'm going to get straight to the point. But before we get straight to the point, I just want all of you guys to just know that I appreciate the support you guys have been giving me lately. I appreciate all of the people who have been subscribing. If you've been appreciating the content, please subscribe. Also, please like the video and feel free to share with friends. I appreciate everyone who's been supporting so far. And as we get into this video, feel free to follow me on X. You know what I mean? I give a lot of hot takes on X, banger hunting, and yeah, we be trolling and rage baiting the rivals as well over there. So pull up, man. Pull on, man. Let's start with the predictions for the title winner. I have Chelsea. I have Chelsea. I have Chelsea being the title winners this season. I think they have pretty much everything they need to go on a serious title charge. All that's needed is to get Xavi Simmons over the line, and we might be getting another send back over the line. But even if we don't, I still think Chelsea has what it takes to go and get the title this season. I just do. Let me know if you think I'm tripping in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm a little too optimistic about Chelsea this season just because of the Club World Cup. But what I've been seeing in preseason and what I've been seeing from the club in terms of tactics, how we build up now, how we keep possession, how we attack, all I can say is I see positives. I don't really see negatives. So that's why I have my team up top, man. Now, let's move over to the dark horses. For the dark horse of the Premier League season, since I have Chelsea winning, I'm going to be putting Man United as the dark horse. Everyone looked at the 15th place finish, right? And they're saying, just because you got a new attack, it's not really gonna change much. You got no. Don't sleep on United. Do not do that. They're willing to go and spend the money on Baleba, and Baleba will bring that stability to the midfield that is needed. And he's going to help out the defensive back line, especially helping out Onana as well, because it's him sweeping up in the midfield, cleaning up in the midfield. He's going to take a lot of pressure off of Onana and a lot of pressure off that back line, which gives United a lot more space and a lot more chances to make things happen. So, yeah. For who's getting relegated, I think this is pretty standard. I'm gonna go with Burnley, Leeds, and Wolves. Burnley, Leeds, and Wolves. I look at the teams that are getting relegated this season. I think Sunderland could have just enough to take them above, but for those three teams, Wolves have lost a lot of their main players, so I could really see them going down. Leeds, I don't think they've done enough in the transfer market, and the same for Burnley. Now, for player of the season, this player of the season, I think it's going to be head and shoulders above everyone else. Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer is going to have a Ballon d'Or level season. And why am I saying this? Is because I'm just looking at the chances he's able to create and the type of chances he was giving our strikers. And if our striker was to finish at least 50% of those chances, because he didn't even finish 50%, he would have been in the top three in terms of output in the league. And he still managed to creep into the top five in one of his, in the second season where his form dipped for a good part of the season, especially the second half. I think he's gonna bounce back even stronger this season. And now with the options, I don't think he sees a dip in form, especially because Chelsea are gonna have depth. So we don't have to play Cole Palmer every game. It won't be a need to play him every game. Now, for young player of the season, this is gonna be easy. This easily goes to Florian Wirtz. I think Florian Wirtz he's gonna find his footing. A lot of people are doubting if Florian could find his footing. This is a top player. Top player. We've seen what he did at the Euros, and let's be honest, how are we gonna not say the Euros are not Premier League level? It's Prem level. It's a Prem level competition, if not above that. Like, the type of competition you'd be saying is the best of the best. some of the strongest nations in the world. And Wirtz was, let's be honest, before Yamal really took the whole tournament by storm. Let's be honest, if he was to get knocked out by Wirtz and Germany went on to win that tournament, it would have been the same thing. And I believe that, yeah, the winner was decided in that Germany and Spain game. If you ask me, I don't expect Wirtz to go ballistic this season, but I expect him to climatize pretty quickly. And because he's playing with high IQ players in Mohamed Salah, he's going to have either Isak or Ekitike up top, and then on the left, Gakpo. All are high IQ players. They're gonna make it easy for him. He's just gonna after a while, especially around December, I believe his form is gonna pick up massively because by then he's gonna be getting used to the type of. I think he's gonna get used to the system before that, but I mean, he's gonna be comfortable in the system by December. He's gonna be comfortable. He's gonna be chilling. He's gonna adapt quickly, in my opinion. Now, player to watch this season. The player that I have to watch this season is João Pedro. I'm watching João Pedro extremely close this season. He has wowed me from his first 5 appearances for my club, and you coming in what quarterfinals? Yes, quarterfinals. You come in, you give us you do a great job for the team. You give us a lot more threat in terms of attack, and then semifinals, you completely take the game by the scruff of the neck and win us the game, and then in the finals, your first shot on target is a confident attempt of chipping Donnarumma. Composure. Jackson would have skied that. He'd have blasted it into Donnarumma's chest. So so I have to watch this guy now because like I'm seeing different type of finishes, smart runs, his link up ability is so good to the point where he could drop and literally play as an extra midfielder. Um and then when he gets into that final third, he's rootless and clinical. Him and Cole Palmer, I know everyone's looking at Estevao and Cole Palmer being the link up partners. Bro, we already have the link up partners already. It's gonna be a link up party between João Pedro and Cole Palmer, bro. Real link up party. Alright. We're going on now to the signing of the summer. I'm gonna put it like this. For now, because Isak has not moved to Liverpool, my signing of the summer is gonna go to Victor Gyökeres. I think Arsenal needed a striker more than anything. Anything. Same thing with Chelsea. We needed a proper striker more than anything. But with Arsenal, how do I put it? They have to win some this season, right? And with Gyökeres, that's gonna give them the highest chance. Not if they go get some superstar left winger. No, if they get Gyökeres, that's gonna give them some of the highest chances. And I don't think this is a bad signing for Arsenal. I think this is one of the better signings in the league. I think he's gonna show it. A lot of people are underestimating his ability to go get goals and what he can add to the team. Yes, he may not be one of the best technical players out there in terms of strikers, but he's like a Haaland type. Just get me the ball in a dangerous position and you're getting a goal. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what Arsenal needs. They need guys that can finish chances, half chances, and sometimes at times make something out of nothing. And I think with Victor Gyökeres, we're gonna see him making some stuff out of nothing against the smaller teams for sure. I think he's gonna need some time against the bigger teams to really like, because he used to play in Sporting, right? So he's gonna have to rise his level a little bit. But I don't get the Gyökeres um slander like too much. Now, I did give slander. I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? But it's banter at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, too, I did have a strong reason to go with my banter because the majority of Gyökeres' goals in League Portugal was against the bottom half of the league. So even though he's like, farming the smaller teams, I still think he's gonna get enough service, especially now with Zubamendi and Saka. I don't know too much about Odegaard. Odegaard seems like he doesn't want to play to his strengths, but we're gonna see. I think he's gonna get a lot of service, and especially if you go pick up Eze, he's gonna cook. Now the Golden Boot winner. People probably think this is gonna be Haaland. People think it's gonna be Haaland's gonna be the Golden Boot winner this year. I beg to differ. I think Cole is picking up the Golden Boot winner, and I think he's gonna pick up top assists. I think he's gonna have a lot more space this season, especially with our wingers that like this that can. Well, Esteban he can do both. He can play in the inside in the pockets, and he can also play stretch in the wing. And then Jamie he can also stretch the wing as well. And then we have Javi that's coming in that could do both, stretch the wing and play inside the pockets, right? So I think with the options he has and the space that's going to be made on the field for him, he's just going to score a lot of goals, man. I seen Palmer score 4 goals and a half with Madweki on the right, Nico Jackson up top, and Pedro Neto on the left. Now Pedro's a fire player, right? But Jackson and Madweki and all that. Do I have to speak? Do I have to speak? I will not speak. I speak now. First manager to get sacked. It might be either between Scott Parker from Burnley or Daniel Fark from Leeds, because I think these two teams are just gonna get battered, bro. Like from the mid-table teams upwards, they're just gonna have the way with Burnley and Leeds, bro. So I think it's gonna be hard for these guys to justify keeping their spot in such a competitive league this season. The league is absolutely competitive. But there it is, man. There's all my predictions. Let me know what you think. Did you think I cooked? Do you think I'm waffling, as as the guys like to say? Let me know. See you guys in a bit.